Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Good morning. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
How is the weather like there?
Sorry?
What is the weather like there?
Mm, it's normal, it's warm.
Really? It's warm?
Yeah, yeah, it's not cold today.
hmm Did it
And
rain?
any signal of rain by the moment.
Really? Ah,
Yeah?
okay. But yesterday, did it rain?
No, yesterday it was raining.
Okay. How many times?
Mhm. In the afternoon,
hmm
it was raining.
Ah, really? Okay. Yeah, here in San Vicente, finally, I think that it rained around 3 times yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember only maybe twice in the afternoon
Mhm.
and at night.
Exactly, huh? Here the same at night, but it was a little bit soft, right? It was
Yeah,
a light rain, but
yes.
it was nice. Yeah, the weather here is fresh. It's really nice. I didn't wanna to wake up, but we have to start.
Nobody.
Yeah, we have to start the new week.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hello, Edis. Good morning.
Hello,
Hello,
it is.
teacher Jasmine.
Good
Hello.
morning. Welcome to the class. How are you?
I found tent.
hmm How was the
Teacher.
wake? How was the wake up?
Um, difficult.
Difficult, right?
Difficult, teacher.
Because of the weather.
Yeah,
Weather is really nice, I think. Hmm.
yeah, yes.
All right. So well, let's continue. Let's start with the book, right? And we are going to start with a very heavy topic, I would say. I don't know. It's about grammar, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Not heavy, but let's see. Maybe you tell me, no, teacher, this is very easy or not. Okay. And this is the thing, right? For me, I think that this topic is kind of easy, but let's see. Okay, we have here the page 59, okay? And the topic here says, Edis?
Negative and chat question for giving opinions.
Exactly, negative and tag questions, right? Then we have, Jasmine, use.
Use negative questions or tag questions to offer an opinion and invite someone to react.
Okay, so basically is that, right? So negative questions or tag questions. Then we have the first example. Edis? Isn't?
Teacher,
Yep.
excuse me. What do you mean that question?
Tag questions. I don't know what's the meaning in Spanish, but I know the function, right? For example, is when you tell somebody, está lloviendo, ¿verdad? O no. That word or no, that is a tag question. If you say the question in positive, let's say, then the tag question will be in negative. If you say the question in negative, the tag question will be positive. It is the opposite all the time. Got it? So that
Okay.
is what we called tag questions. And let's see the
Okay.
examples. Mhm. And
Okay.
Jasmine or
Eh,
Edis, I don't know.
uh, uh,
Edis,
okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Isn't it a way hot some people use mobile devices constantly?
Constantly. Exactly, right? So you can make a negative questions as the instruction here says, negative questions, right? Then we have another one. Jasmine?
Doesn't it seem like kids spend too much time playing violent video games?
Playing. Yeah, playing
Playing.
video, violent video games. Exactly, right? So those are negative questions. Okay, Edis? Next one.
Won't okay? Won't be excuse me. Will it be great of phones loaded with even more apps?
Mhm. Wouldn't it be great if phones came loaded with even more apps, right? And the last one, Jasmine.
Shouldn't the government find sites that contain false information?
Okay. Oh, we have the next two as well, the same, right? No, but yeah, right here, okay, we have something different because if you see here, these are negative questions, but in this case, we have something positive. Yeah, the beginning of the sentence, or in this case, the question is in positive. Let's see, Edis.
Okay, apps are cool, aren't they?
Exactly. Apps are, because this is plural, cool. Okay, this is just like a simple sentence, let's say, in positive, right? And then you ask, aren't they? Yeah. Why aren't? Well, because here I am talking in plural, right? So, las aplicaciones son geniales. ¿O no lo son? Yeah, that is the question. That is the tag question in this case. Aren't they? Yeah. Next one. Edis?
Uh, oh, okay. It makes kids more aggressive, doesn't it?
Aggressive, okay? It makes kids more aggressive, okay? Let's see. Do you have a question about this too? I will explain something about those two examples, but I need you to tell me maybe you have the same doubt. Or no questions.
In the that question, teacher,
Uh-huh.
you put the positive sentence to the in the beginning
Mhm.
and answer negative way. Wait,
Exactly.
me.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Ever. I mean,
All the time. Yeah. All the time. If you have, I mean, if you see here, in these examples, these questions are only in negative. Yeah. But also, at the end, we can say something positive in tag question like this one. Are they, for example? Here it says, isn't it weird how some people use mobile devices constantly? But also here we can say, is it weird? Is it weird in positive, right? Because here we have it in negative. So we can say that as well. Yeah. Now, maybe your question or your doubt can be, why, teacher, this is aren't and this is doesn't? Do you know it?
I think it's because you are using the verb to be. No.
In the first one, yes,
Yeah,
we are. And in the second one?
it's different because you use makes.
And what happened with makes?
You need auxiliary to use or to ask some question.
hmm Yes, I mean, you have the idea, and that's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, the thing here is that this tense of this sentence, this is simple present. It
Okay.
makes. Third person, we have the S, and that's it, right? This is not past tense, this is not future, this is simple present. So the auxiliary that we use in simple present is do, I mean are, do or does, right? In this case, this is third person, and that's why I say doesn't. And also remember negative because here I am using the tag questions. This is something positive, and the tag question will be here in negative way. And that's it. So the same happens with this one. Aren't they? Why aren't? Because I am saying something positive here and using the verb to be. And that's why it says aren't. Is it clear? Yeah? Okay. Let's go with the next rule. Let's see what it says. It is use
use the phrase
phrase.
don't you think
Phrase.
phrase. Okay, thank you. Use the phrase. Don't you think to form negative or tag questions for opinions.
And then we had the first example. Continue, Edis.
Okay, don't you think there are too many websites full or misinformation?
Misinformation. Okay. Next one, Jasmine.
It's actually dangerous, don't you think?
Okay. So as the rule says here, use the phrase don't you think to form negative or tag questions for opinions. For opinions, right? So it's actually dangerous, don't you think? ¿No crees? And the other person, yes, I think so. And this and this and that, and an extra explanation, right? And basically, this is the topic. Yeah, this is the grammar topic. Negative and tag questions. Negatives, questions like this one, or tag questions like this one. Questions so far? Do you think that is really difficult, the topic?
So.
So. Okay, let's see. Can you give me an example, Jasmine, but in negative? Remember that you can start your sentence or your question in this case in the way that you want. Isn't, doesn't, wouldn't, shouldn't. It can be in simple present, it can be in past tense, can be in future. Think about it, think about it. The same ideas. Create a negative question. I will give you 1 minute for you
Okay.
to think and analyze it. Yeah, go ahead. Let me know whenever you are ready.
I am ready.
Okay, please go ahead.
Isn't it a Stitch movie better than other new movies from Disney?
From Disney.
This,
From Disney, yeah. Okay, once again, repeat it.
Isn't it a Stitch movie better than other news movie from Disney?
It's a movie, yeah. Okay, amazing, yeah, isn't it? This is the
Isn't
beginning
it?
of the question, yeah, and that is a negative question. That's good, excellent. All right, Edis, I don't know if you have the example ready.
Okay. Okay. Maybe teacher. It is strange how many people have no goals in life.
Once again, I want to listen to the beginning of the
Okay.
sentence or the
Okay.
question.
Okay. Isn't it strange how many people have no goals in life?
Okay, so the beginning of your question is this one? It's like this?
Yes.
I will say,
Yes, teacher.
isn't it? Isn't it?
Okay. Isn't it?
Once again?
Okay. Isn't it strange how many people have no goals in life?
Exactly, that was good. Very nice question, right? I mean, the negative question. Very nice. Okay, so now let's go to page 119. 119. Hello, Robert. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Welcome to the class. We are on page 59, Robert. Okay, so
Okay, teacher.
try to
Thank you.
study this part all right, because we have to advance, and we're going to go page 119. But first, read this part. Negative
Okay.
attack questions is the topic, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
sure. Okay, let's continue here. Jasmine, use.
Use past negative and tag questions to offer an opinion about a past event and invite someone to react.
Exactly, right? It's basically the same, but this is when you are inviting someone to react about something, right? So the first example says, Jasmine, wasn't
Wasn't it weird how the manager's microphone kept turning on and off during his speech?
his speech, all right? Yes. Basically is that, right? So we say wasn't it. We can say that in also in past tense, right? Edis, next one.
Okay. Didn't seem like the manager speech will never end.
Didn't it, right? So something in the past tense, right? We can say things like that in the past tense as well, using the verb to be, didn't, shouldn't, the same thing like in present, right? Oscar, hello, good morning.
Hey teacher, good morning. Good morning, guys.
Welcome to the jungle, as always.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oscar, we are discussing the topic on page 59, negative and tag questions for giving opinions, right? So I need you to go and read this part and later go to 119 page. Yeah, because we
Okay.
have to advance, right? So we already discussed this. So please go and read everything. And then we continue on page 119. Okay, so page
Okay.
59. All right, let's continue. Let's see. Jasmine, next one. Shouldn't.
Shouldn't the company have provided us with coffee before the speech?
Mhm. Okay, so if you see here, have provided. This is something in the
Provided.
past. It's something in the past, and that's why we say shouldn't, right? Then next one, Edis. The managers.
The manager's speech was really boring. What is wasn't
Hmm?
it?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? Hmm?
Okay,
So
wasn't it?
exactly, the manager's speech was, okay? This is something in positive in the past tense, right? And then we have the tag question. Tag question, wasn't it? Jasmine?
The manager has given some pretty boring speeches, hasn't he?
Hasn't he? Right? Because it says has given, right? This is past tense, okay? And also we use the same auxiliary, let's say hasn't, and then we are talking about who? The manager. And the manager was a man, and we'll say he. Doesn't he? Hasn't he? Yeah. Now, let's continue here. It is in informal spoken.
In informal spoken English, they can be used as the pronoun in that question when the subject is somebody, someone, everybody, everyone, nobody, or no one.
Exactly. The thing here is this. Now, when we say, when we talk about this word, someone, somebody, everybody, everyone, we have to use usually the third person. Everybody speaks English. Yeah, everybody speaks. We don't say everybody speaks, right? But when we are talking about the tag questions, we have to use the subject they, not third person. Okay, and that's why it says this the rule. And then we have the example. It is
Okay, everyone we know had a cell phone in school, didn't they?
exactly. This is like an exception, right? Because it says everyone. Okay, everyone, and then it says didn't they? They who? Oh, everyone, because they we're talking about them. Okay. Next one, Jasmine.
Somebody has hacked into your computer, haven't they?
Exactly. Somebody has hacked into your computer, haven't they? All right. And why they? Because it's a somebody. Yeah. Somebody means alguien, right? Maybe just one person. But according to the rule, we have to use the subject they in the tag question. Okay. Is it clear so far? Okay. Oscar, did you finish reading the previous page, 59? Oscar?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay, and Robert? Microphone?
Sorry. Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay. Questions so far? Oscar and Robert?
No, teacher.
No. Okay, perfect. I think the topic is kind of easy. Let's see. And this is the last part of the book, right? Oscar? Use.
Use an affirmative tag question when the subject is a negative, such as nobody or nothing.
Okay, and the example says here, Robert?
Nobody left any voicemail messages. Did they?
Okay, continue here.
Yes, they did. No, they didn't.
Exactly. Now, here, according to the instruction says, use affirmative tag question. This is positive. This is the tag question. When the subject is a negative, such as, or, for example, nobody or nothing. And here we have nobody. Nobody left. This is in past tense. Okay. Nobody left any voicemail messages. And also, let's say the sentence is in negative because it says nobody. And that's why the tag question will be in positive. Yeah. And why did? Well, because we are talking about something in the past tense, left. Yeah. And then we have the answer, right? Yes, they did. No, they didn't. That is something normal that we already know. Questions about this? Or no questions? No. Okay. Well, with that being said, let's go to work on the next activity, right? The number 1. Indeed, we have number 2 as well. Yeah. So the instruction says, Jasmine, turn.
Turn the statements into negative questions.
Exactly, right? Can you tell us the first example, Jasmine, as well? It would.
It would have been great if telemarketers had never gotten my number.
Okay, in this case, this is not a question, right? This is just a sentence. Now, this sentence, you have to turn it into, a question and a negative question. Wouldn't. Continue, Edis.
Wouldn't it have been a great if telemarketers had never gotten my number?
Exactly, right? So in this case, you have to use the same information that we have in this sentence that the book is giving to you. And then you have to say it here in negative questions. That's it, right? Remember, only negative questions, all of them. No tag questions, only negative questions. What about the next one? Oscar, the number 2, microphone.
Complete the sentences with tag question.
Okay, and the first example says?
There were several voicemail messages for me. Weren't there?
Exactly. So the book is giving you just one part of the exercise, let's say. In this case, this is positive. There were, and they are talking in past tense, okay? And then you have to say the tag question in negative form, using the same, in this case, the same verb to be. Weren't there, and that's it. right? The same is going to happen with the next ones, the next activity, the next exercises. Clear so far?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Do you need me a screenshot or do you have the book? Everybody?
Could you share us a
Teacher,
screenshot, please?
Okay,
yes.
I will share it in two pictures. The first one is this one. Remember to have the book handle. Okay, this is the number 2. Okay, download the pictures. And since we are 4 people, we are going to go to work in the breakout rooms. Okay? Long time not working in the breakout rooms. Okay. Edis will be with Oscar and Jasmine with Robert. Let's go. Okay. Do you have the invitation, Edis?
No, teacher, the computer is with problem, teacher. My computer, excuse me.
Okay. So
Because
I will send the invitation again with Jasmine, but later I will move you to Oscar with Oscar. Okay?
okay, thank you.
Just
teacher.
1 second. This is number 2.
In this moment, I can watch the invitation, teacher.
You can. Okay. Accept it. Just that. Okay. Okay, almost all of them in the list. Let's see, room number 2.
Yeah, wasn't. Let me see if I write.
Wasn't it awful?
Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry.
You can share the screen as well. I'm sorry. I just
Oh,
activated the option for you to share the screen, and I didn't do it.
yes, teacher. We are sharing the screen.
Yeah, but I thought that you had some problems or something because I didn't activate the option. But just in case, right? Let's continue.
Okay. Wasn't. Wasn't awful.
Wasn't it awful?
How much paper? How much paper we waste? Waste. Oh. Okay. Next one. Okay. Next one. Jill should have kept her text message much shorter. And shouldn't Jill have kept her text messages much shorter? Yes.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay.
Shouldn't have deal.
Where's wait. Okay, number 3 is Jill should have kit heard that message much shorter. Mhm. Maybe Oscar, maybe should in negative way, uh, should it had kid heard this message much shorter, maybe.
I'm sorry.
Maybe start with should.
Should.
Pronunciation is should.
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 Mhm.
Should. Okay, should.
But in the negative form will be shouldn't. Shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
Mhm.
Shouldn't. Shouldn't. Maybe
And then the
shouldn't.
rest, right? Mhm.
Teacher, in number 2, I think that the correct form is wasn't it awful how much paper we wasted on flyers that nobody
Yeah,
read.
we wasted. We wasted.
We wasted.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. It's wasn't it.
Mhm.
Wasn't it is negative also, right? And we say was because the sentence starts with it was. Yeah. So the negative way will be wasn't. Wasn't it? Mhm.
In number 3, that the sentences start with a subject.
It says should, right?
Shouldn't Jill have kept?
Exactly. Mhm.
Mhm. Okay. Number 4, it was weird how those pop up. I don't remember what is pop up.
Pop-up ads. It says pop-up and then
Pop up,
ads. Yeah.
pop up ads.
Do you know what is ads? Do you remember?
Uh,
Advertisement?
I remember that when a message is appeared in your television, right?
In your television, in your computer, in your cell phone.
Your
Yeah.
cell phone.
Is
Mhm,
advertisements. Yeah. When they
mhm.
appears suddenly, right? So that is a pop-up. A pop-up message
Yes.
or a pop-up ads in this case.
So in this case is wasn't it weird how those pop-up ads made my computer freeze?
Mhm.
Mhm,
Take note because later we are going to see the answers and you can compare them.
mhm.
Okay.
Edison, are you agree?
Yes, I think I think it's wasn't it? Um, I think similar, Oscar,
Okay.
wasn't it? Where how
Number,
those that's at made my computer freeze.
mhm. Okay, number 5.
It's spell. Mm. Maybe Oscar, isn't it? Teacher is maybe
I'm sorry.
in the part isn't it?
Number 4 or
Number
5.
five.
5.
Isn't it?
Mhm. Let's see. What you have to analyze is the following. Let me write here. Here, if you see, we have the verb to be. It was. Okay. So that is like a signal that my negative question should start with wasn't. Okay. Here we have should, shouldn't. Here we have was again, wasn't. Here we have would, wouldn't. So what happened in the number 5? What tense do we have here? Is this future, the sentence? It seemed, is it future?
Is past.
It's past, okay. And what kind of past tense is? Simple past, past,
I think that is simple past.
okay. And what is the auxiliary that we use in simple past?
In this case, it can be didn't.
Exactly.
It
You got it.
didn't.
You got it.
Mhm.
And that is the answer. So this is the way that you have to analyze, okay, this is this is that, this is that. And then you have, oh, okay, this is didn't.
But the verb is in past, but you add the auxiliary is in present, right? So it in this case is it didn't seem, right?
Mm,
It
it,
didn't seem.
it didn't, no, didn't it?
Didn't it seem, right?
Didn't it seem? Yeah, didn't it seem like this? Seem.
Seem.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, because the auxiliary didn't is making the verb in the past tense.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, then you have
Number
the answer. Go ahead.
okay. Number 6. Wouldn't it have been great if we could have paid less for our computer?
Would have been great. We could have paid less for our computer.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Number 7.
Right? Right before
Sorry?
has been I write
The answer. The answer.
the sentence. The answer. Yes.
Just in case that the Zoom closes itself is because of the time, right? Then we just rejoin the class and that's it, all right?
Okay.
Perfect.
Number 7.
Okay. We finished the first part, teacher.
Excellent. Amazing.
Okay.
And then we're gonna start with the part number 2. I think that
Okay.
that is easier. I think.
Okay.
Mhm.
The part number 2. Yeah. Mark, no, this, that. Can you see my screen, Jasmine?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, let's start. There were several voicemail messages for me. Weren't there? There haven't been any new rules about using social media at work. There haven't.
There haven't been any rules about using social media at work.
Okay. There. There haven't been. I don't know.
I think